for Brad Holmes, Dan Campbell, and Sheila, when they walked into that room with Matthew Stafford, they couldn't tell him, hey, Matt, by the end of next year, we're going to be a competing team. Be patient. They couldn't. They know they were 2-3 years away. And they knew they could trade him for at least a first-round pick, maybe 2 at the time. Mm-hmm. And they ended up getting 2 and a quarterback and a third-round pick. Not bad if you ask me. It was the right move, the right trade. But again, how patient can somebody be? Do you want to go in there and disrupt the front office and disrupt the locker room by saying, get me out of here, or I need better talent? That's not the way to go about it. But is it a conversation with the head coach and the GM and behind closed doors? Hey, guys, look, I really think we can do something together here.
Yeah.
But you guys need to listen to me. I need more support. I need you to do this. I need you to do that. And I can do this. And if we can't do that, we're wasting our time. And you can just trade me and get first-round picks out of me.
Do you think that would be a scenario? Like, let's swap. We always talk about Matthew Stafford and Aaron Rodgers. Let's swap them. Let's say Aaron Rodgers started his career with the Lions. You think he would have been out quicker just because of personality? Like, I feel like Matthew's just sitting here like, listen, I want you to build a winner, but I'm not going to be in your ear telling you to build a winner. He might have suggestions, but the difference is with guys like Aaron,
I love people like
he would
this.
be demanding out.
With the money Stafford was paid by the Lions and all, he couldn't win a single playoff game. It's all on Stafford, no excuses. So I want you guys to find me a quarterback outside of Tom Brady that wasn't fully paid when their contracts were up. Go find me one. You don't complain about Russell Wilson.
And why wouldn't you pay him?
You have to pay. No. It's not why won't you. You are.
Why wouldn't you? Yeah,
you have to pay your quarterbacks. It's not a choice. Now Brady is a different animal. He is willing to take $18 million a year base salary. What quarterback does that? No quarterback, just Tom. That's why he has 7 rings. That's why. You're going to hold everybody to the Tom Brady standard? Good luck. Nobody's going to meet that criteria. I promise you that. I promise you that much. Aaron Rodgers would have left, I would say, by year 6, year 7.
Okay.
It would have blown up. He would have asked for a trade publicly, calling out the organization. Stafford, classy dude, not going to do that. And I don't think you need to call out your organization. But, you don't know the conversations behind closed doors of, I need more help. All right, this guy can't coach. What are we doing? He's not getting the best out of me. I don't feel like I'm growing here. And again, it's not just Stafford. How patient can quarterbacks be? Matt Ryan, after the Super Bowl year.
There you go.
When Kyle Shanahan left and they had a down year, where was the conversation of I would either A, like to go to a winner, or B, I'll stick around? Don't know that conversation. How willingly patient are you going to be? That's, I think, the question for a lot of players, not just quarterbacks moving forward. How patient can you be when your team isn't successful and you are performing, but you just don't have the pieces around you? You just don't. Russell Wilson, what can you expect of a guy that does not have an offensive line, didn't have a run game for the first 15 weeks of the season? His head coach looks like, I don't even want to say it's rude of me, so I'm just not going to say anything. And the GM doesn't look like he has any power. The owner died, so the sister's in charge, but she doesn't care about the game. She doesn't care about the team, so it's kind of all in the GM and the head coach's hand. Well, that's a great situation for a quarterback to be in. How patient can you be? And again, look at the Steelers. They were too patient with Ben. Yeah. I would have booted him 4 or 5 years ago. They kept him around. You think if they couldn't go back and cut him 3, 4, 5 years ago, they wouldn't have? I beg to differ. With that defense, how patient is too patient? I don't know. I do know that Matthew was too patient with the Lions. And I know that he was also complacent, and so were the Lions. This isn't just on the Lions always. He has part to blame in the 12 years. It just isn't as significant as the Detroit organization. What are you going to do, man? What are you going to do? Was Stafford too patient? I think the question is yes. I think he was. And it's not just going to apply to Stafford moving forward, right? Patrick Mahomes. What are you going to do, buddy, in 2-3 years? When you're getting $40 million on the books, then what? You're not going to have that pristine offensive line because you have the best center in the NFL. He's on a rookie deal. Well, you know what? In 2-3 years, he's going to want an extension.
Yeah.
And you know what? Kelsey's the highest paid tight end. Tyreek Hill's going to be up there in money. What are you going to do on defense? Oh, nothing. Because it's all on the offensive side of the ball. That's why rookie contracts are so valuable. That's why they're so valuable. And that's why in this era of football, more than any, you expect quarterbacks to walk in and be able to play. Why? Because the game allows quarterbacks to be successful more than it did 20, 30, 40 years ago. Your wide receivers don't get pushed around at the line of scrimmage. They don't get held. You can't take big hits as a quarterback now in today's NFL. They can't hit you below the waist or above the chest.
Yeah.
So they can only grab you and say, "Hey, go down, buddy." Can't even hurt you. Today's NFL is much easier for quarterbacks in terms of coming in and delivering right away. Now, does that mean you pay them 40, 50 million? I hope people learn from the Dak Prescotts. I hope they do. We'll see how it plays out. Whew. Maddie, too much money, too patient? What do you think?
I definitely think he was too patient. I think he was too patient in Detroit. I think he probably should have left 3 years earlier.
No, it was too patient. He didn't ask enough. He didn't demand a winner enough. Like, hey, build around me enough. Or because I think it's both. And I think it's
liable.
Both
too.
You took it the other way, which I like. I think it's both.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I don't think it's one way or the other. I think it definitely goes hand in hand. But I don't think that there was enough just aggressiveness, if you will, on either side. Because I think that if he had spoke up and said a little bit more, that it could have been different. And also, if he had asked for a trade, it could have been different. So I don't know. I think he was too patient either way. But I do think it goes hand in hand.
Mm-hmm. Hey, you made it all the way through. I'm so proud of you. Why don't you make me more proud? Like, subscribe, and watch another video.